On days when you have very little time or money, this vegetable stew is one you can always count on. Now, to make the stew, you're going to have to wash your aromatics, and by that I mean the onion, garlic, ginger. These things are what usually makes our food smell nice, so that is what I refer to as aromatics. So the amounts that I use are going to appear on the screen. So there was onion, garlic, ginger, scotch bonnet. Yes, these were the main things I use, the main aromatics. So you're going to chop up the onions like how you saw me. Add your pepper, garlic into your blender. Add your aniseed, 1 tablespoon. The measurements are going to be on the screen. Aniseed, rosemary. Then you're going to blend it. Before blending, add your cloves. Now, I don't know how cloves are measured. Do you say a stick of clove or a bud of clove? I don't know. I added just three. Then to this, I'm going to blend. I'm not going to blend with water, please. You blend with oil, just a little bit of oil. Blend with oil. After blending, I pour it into a bowl. Now set that bowl aside. Rinse out the blender and pour that what I rinsed from the blender into a saucepan with 1 pound of chicken. To this, I'm going to add just one, no, seasoning cube. I think I'm using Maggi or Onga, but any of them or any seasoning cube will be fine. Allow the chicken to mix it together and allow your chicken to marinate or soak up the flavors from these things. A minimum of 10 minutes is fine. You can allow it to soak up longer if you have more time. So set that aside to let the chicken soak up the flavors. We're going to measure out 500 milliliters of freshly pureed or blended tomatoes. Please take note, 500 milliliters of fresh tomatoes. I'm using 500 milliliters because of the amount of tomato paste I'm using. If you don't follow this ratio and your stew doesn't turn out right, please, you know that it might be because you didn't follow the ratio. So the ratio is 200 grams of tomato paste to 500 milliliters of freshly blended tomatoes, please. Not freshly chopped up or freshly cut. Freshly blended tomatoes. If you get a ratio off and the stew tastes it's on you. If you get the ratio, if the ratio was different, but your stew tastes amazing, please share the link in the comment section. I'd like to go and check your video and learn from you as well. So enough of that talking. Let's focus on what is happening on the screen. So on the medium heat, we're going to put okay. Yes, we put our chicken with us marinated for some time into our saucepan. We add 200 grams of tomato mix. Give it a stir and allow it to cook. Now, once that is cooking, you're going to add about a quarter to half cup of water. The reason why we do this is you don't want the tomato paste to start sticking to the bottom of the saucepan because it's going to start sticking since there isn't much water. Allow it to cook for some time. We don't want the chicken to become too tender at this point. We're using chicken packets, a bit tough. We don't want to become too tender at this point. Just cook it for some time on medium high heat for about, let's say, 5 minutes. You don't need to cook it that much, or cook it till you start seeing some amount of oil come to the top. Now, when you cook it to that point, you add your fresh tomatoes. Make sure you get everything from the bowl inside because that is what makes up the 500 milliliters of fresh tomatoes. If you leave some in there, darling, you know it is not 500 milliliters. It is less than 500 milliliters. Now, add that to your bowl. Give it a good stir. Mix everything together. Take out everything on the side. You want everything to go in there. So your stew cooks uniformly. Your stew is going to become so after combining everything, we're going to let it cook. I wanted to show you guys something. So you can see that the stew is foaming up. Now, when your stew is foaming up, it usually means your tomatoes, fresh tomatoes that went in there, is undercooked. You don't want to add anything at this point. Please don't add anything to it at this point. Let your stew cook till all that foam, that foaminess, in all of that foam disappears. Don't add anything at this point, please. Don't add anything at this point. If you add something to it, chances are your stew is going to become sour. You can consider subscribing at this point. So I'm going to cover, so I covered the saucepan, allowed the stew to cook, to get rid of all that foaminess, which we have said that the foaminess tells us to some extent how cooked the tomatoes are. So I'm going to chop up some carrots. The measurements were on the screen. So I'm going to chop these carrots up nicely. Is it chop? Dice? Yes, I think I'm dicing. I'm dicing. But don't worry, it doesn't matter what you do, whether you dice, you slice, you grate. Okay, don't grate. If you grate it, you're going to release too much moisture into the stew. It doesn't matter the size to which you cut. Just cut them up. After cutting your carrot up, you're going to do the same with your bell peppers. So you're going to cut the top off, remove the seeds. So you remove the seeds like how you see happening on the screen. Now you remove, some people like to work with the seeds, but if you're going to use the seeds from the bell pepper in cooking, please make sure that the seeds are either blended or it goes into the stew very early. We don't want to risk having the seeds grow inside our appendix. No. So then we need to add to this. We will add in, I don't know how to call it. Let's say about one small size onion, because it wasn't that big. Set that aside as well and check up on our stew. We're checking if our stew has any foaminess. We've said that if it has foaminess, we're not going to add anything. So, ta-da! Okay, so the stew doesn't have any foaminess and oil is beginning to settle on top of the stew. That is when the aromatic blend, the onion, garlic, and ginger, the other stuff that are supposed to make our stew smell nice, that's supposed to make our stew smell nice, that were blended earlier. That is when we add them. Please, so take note of it very well. Take note of it very well. Stir it, allow it to cook for some time. We don't need it to cook for that long. So I realized I had some leftover egg yolks that were left over because I made Italian meringue. I decided to add them to the stew. You don't have to add them. It wasn't even my intention, but I didn't want to just let it stay. Now, after some time, 5 minutes, you add your curry powder. Another ingredient is going to make it smell good. I decided to add some more oil because I felt that the stew didn't look that appetizing. I added two-thirds of a teaspoon of adango. Stirred everything together, checked if the level of salt and spice was okay, and I realized it was okay. I enjoyed with rice and stew. If you enjoyed this video, why not consider subscribing or sharing so I can keep on producing more content like this?